Yeah, I just wanted to show as far as getting all the sheetrock up there, because before, if you remember my first video, it was just the insulation and everything on the 2x4s. But I did go with the sheetrock, so it is, you know, fire resistant as far as mounting the inverters to it. I won't have to use a cement backer board or anything like that. So I also added another an outlet down at the bottom over there to plug in one or two of the inverters, whichever. Can't remember which leg that's on, but plus I added, you know, this one here was already here. That was for the air compressor. So I got another one going over there where I can, you know, where the Growatt will plug into. So just wanted to show you, you know, before I get it all back together and that, you know, making progress. I heard from Santan Solar, my panel should be here sometime this week. So hopefully they can deliver when I'm around and I can check them for damage. Well, you can see it's all mudded and taped and painted on up. So now it's time to put everything back together. Got to get the air compressor and hopefully start getting some stuff mounted here. I'm still waiting for those panels to come in yet. Hopefully tomorrow or the next day. Yeah, I just wanted to show you a couple of these modifications. This Growatt 3000 is it's a nice unit. I say so far, I mean, I like everything about it except the way they have you hook up the wires. And I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I just started doing it and I realized, no, I should probably show you all what I'm doing here. So what they had is they had these wires over here. They go to the circuit board. They had these packed way down there and they were really taut. So I disconnected the circuit breaker and I pulled them up and over. So now once I have the AC in and out, they can go in between that rather than getting wedged way down underneath there. The other thing I did is they had the AC output and the AC input over here, and pretty much this is like an inch or better too low. So if you try, like I'm going to need to run 10 gauge wire in here for the AC output. So yeah, that's not gonna not very user friendly over here. And the input was down here, and yeah, it has to basically, and you probably can't tell at the angle of my finger, but it has to go up on an angle like that. So I happen to have you know, a knockout tool over here, and so yeah, I put in, I raised up this hole over here, and I'm gonna basically cut this open over here. And what I have is I have some tubing I'm gonna slit and then put that on there for a protector for so the wires don't rub on it. But yeah, this the angle of this stuff is really bad, and so is the for your solar panel input too. It's down here, and once again, you know, I'm going to be running like 6 gauge wire in here, and it basically has to go up at an angle like, you know, like that, which is just unbelievable. So I'm gonna pop another hole in up here and just make it a little bit more user friendly. I think the only connections that convenient is the DC input over here where your battery goes. That one's pretty nice, but yeah, these other ones, I think the engineer had his tape measure was about 24 millimeters off. I'm guessing right around an inch. So I'm going to go ahead and pop them other holes in there for you. Here you can kind of see what I have now is I raised, like I said, I poked another hole in here. Here's where the PV, the PV for your solar panels were. I raised it up to here, And I don't know if you can see, but see, before they had this angle going up like this here, and at least now we're going to have a here, there it goes, pretty much a straight in shot for the solar panels. Plus I got this cable over here too. It's, you know, one of these ribbon wires. So I may utilize both these holes, one coming in here and one over that way, just to avoid that. And this is just some 30 gauge, 10 gauge wire for, you know, 30 amp. Now this is solid. I'm not using this. I'm just using this as a demo. And same thing over here where this is raised up. You can see it's coming straight in. And here's where I opened this up around here and put this it's just hose that I had some silicone adhesive and it's just on there. Just, it's still drying, so I'm not going to mess with it too much, just to keep it from, you know, any kind of sharp edges. But now it goes pretty much straight in to that would be the bottom is the AC output. So that is going to be pretty much what I'm using is the 30 amp to go in here. And you can see before, you know, it was down here and you're coming up through all these wires. It was kind of a pain. So I think that now, yeah, I'm not telling you to go butcher up your brand new unit and void the warranty. I've had this one running for about 2 weeks now. I have never got close to the capacity of it and everything, but I'm pretty confident it's going to work. And chances are, if I have a warranty claim, they're just going to send me out parts anyways. I mean, I didn't damage anything. I just made it a little bit more user friendly. So I'm going to get this going here, and I'm going to get it hanging. I actually have the wall all done up there. Not all done, but as far as, you know, places to start mounting stuff, I have the grid tie inverters mounted up there. I have the one hooked back up, and as soon as my solar panels come in, they're getting closer now. They're at least in Texas. They're in Texas. They just got out of New Mexico, and they arrived on their way to Texas today, and hopefully they'll be here. So I should have them in the next day or two.